Hey everybody, Mark Burgess, Big East Bass Fishing. Today I thought I would bring you a little product promotion, okay? I'm not sponsored by this company, but I did have the opportunity to see these new baits in action last week at the New England Fishing Expo in Marlboro. So it's a brand new bait made by Strike King. You may or may not have seen them or heard about them yet, but it's the Gravel Dog. Okay, and I saw Gravel Dog 10, which is what this bait is, and I also saw Gravel Dog 8. Okay, it's some kind of an idea of how deep the bait will run, depending on the size of line that you're throwing. Okay, typically 10, 12 pound test line, this bait should get to about that depth, which coming into the springtime, I like a bait that runs 8, 10 feet deep. Okay, so in addition to the awesome colors, okay, the colors that were there and they didn't last long, were really spot on, okay, perfect, in my opinion, okay, so that attracted me to the bait. Like I said, I did get to see it in action, okay, which was the real reason why I wanted to pick these baits up, and I bought my fair share. But, you know, looking at the bait itself, a couple things, you know, in addition to the color, you're going to notice, okay, the bill. Okay, so the bill comes out, it's much wider than the body. The body is thin, okay? And that's another thing you want coming out of the gate here in the spring. Very, very tight wobble, okay? So with that wider bill too, it's going to deflect off a lot of things, so this bait will be weedless. You know, but they went even further than that with it. You might not notice right out of the gate, you know, they're putting the oval-shaped line tie on it, okay? So you can you get that knot right the first time. It's not when you tie it, it's all split rings, you know, when they come together, you're not, you know, in that area where they come together, okay? You don't want that. The other thing is the hooks. Now, I may get it wrong, but these look like number 4 short shank round bend gummies to me, okay? Sticky sharp. You do not have to replace the hooks on this bait. You can use this bait right out of the package, okay? Typically, I'm changing the hooks out. In some cases, even the split rings, okay? But everything's right on this bait, in my opinion. Okay, so the right size hooks, right line tied, awesome colors. I just, like I said, and I did get to see this bait in action under the water, and it was very impressive. Okay, so Strike King Gravel Dog. Again, I'm not sponsored by Strike King, but I felt I just needed to get a shout out, you know, give you a heads up out there. It's not often you get kind of a, you know, a little heads up on a bait like that. You know, again, you know, just looking at them in the package, you know, makes you, it's like, oh, that's a quality bait, but being able to see it in action, and then looking at it up close and personal, how, you know, how they finished it off, just kind of did it for me. All right, so I hope that helps you out, and we will see you out on the water, hopefully, you know, throwing this new bait. All right.